Hey y'all, so basically this is the basics of ADH, how to play it, everything you need to know. So let's get into it. So you should have a code that your commander posted in deployments. It's pretty easy. All you gotta do is copy that code and then paste it here. So it should be a 6-letter code like this, kind of like how NW works. If you've ever played that before, you get a code and you paste it in the deployment. And then whenever you paste it here, you hit deployment, hit deploy, and you should spawn in like this. If you hit tab, you can see the leaderboard, see who's in the game. And then, yeah. Also, if you want to M to turn down your music, you can, just like this, up, down. And then you can spacebar, or you can see your mouse. It's pretty small, but you can see your mouse and click on the spawn button like that. Let's start with the UI. So the UIs are pretty simple. The top of your screen here, I have an image posted up. So the top of your screen, you'll see at the very top, it'll say timer, and that's like the timer for the battle, how much longer you have. And then you have the team's tickets. So basically, if you die or you kill someone, you gain tickets and you lose tickets. If your regiment gets capped, like your flag gets capped or your regiment gets broken. Moving on to the bottom of your screen, you should see this green bar with a plus sign next to it. It kind of looks like a battery, like a fully charged battery. That is your health bar. So the lower it goes, the less health you have. That's pretty self-explanatory. Going on to your formation. Your formation is very important. This is like the key factors on if you frag or not. So if you don't know what fragging means if you're like the best in your line or like the best in the server. Like most amount of kills, most amount of tickets. You should see your toolbar. You're like, everyone knows what the toolbar is basically. It's like Minecraft, okay? You hit 1, you equip your musket. You hit 2. For officers, it'll be like your saber or your pistol. Pretty self-explanatory. And then you go down to that blue bar with the percent on it. This is also very important. This bar for the regiment is the most important thing. So this determines if your regiment is going to break or get capped. So whenever you get capped, that means your line cannot spawn and you're out of the game for 30 seconds and you lose X amount of the tickets. It's usually for like a bigger line around 200 to 300 tickets. For smaller lines, about 150 to 200-ish. And then also breaking. Whenever you break, you have no CS left and just don't break. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. You'll learn when you play the game. Okay, now moving on to the basics of how to use your gun and everything. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. All you gotta do is equip your gun. So hit 1 on your keyboard, just like that. And then to make ready, you left click 1 time. And then to present your gun, you just hit F, just like that. You don't have to press anything else, just press F. And if you want to aim in like this, then you can right click. Personally, I like to shoot in first person. So to shoot in first person, you want to use your scroll wheel, your mouse scroll wheel, and move in like this, or you can move out to go in third person. So I like first person, so I'm going to move in. And then all you got to do is pretty self-explanatory. You left click and bang, you shoot. Pretty simple. And then the gun will not automatically reload, so you have to reload it on your own. So hit R on your keyboard to reload. Just like this. And the animation will last about 11, I think it's 11 seconds or 13. It depends on what your formation is. All right, now for melee. Melee in this game is very simple. All you gotta do is obviously equip your gun, per usual. Then hit X, just like so. Hit X on your keyboard. And you see these 2 little arrows, one pointing up, one pointing down. This is your swing. So your upswing is this one, also known as your top swing. Very simple. All you do is hold left click and then release, just like this. I'm holding left click and I'm releasing. Same with the bottom swing, like this. Very simple. Alright, for blocking, all you gotta do is look up and then right click. It's very simple. Whenever someone tries to hit you, it will stun them for like a couple seconds. Not that long, but a couple seconds, and you can get a hit off of them. But again, I don't really suggest it if you're like, if you're not that experienced at the game, like you haven't been playing for a while. Alright, this is the basic line formation you'll be forming in battles all the time. So whenever your CO or your officer, head officer, says form a line, this is what he means. He wants you to form a line. Formations are very easy to learn. Literally, if you're a ranker, just stay in line formation or group formation. That's your goal. Just stay in line formation the entire battle. So right now I'm in line formation. This means I have 11 seconds to reload. And if I die, I only lose 1 ticket. Alright, now for the other formations, like group formation. This right is group formation. This is fine to be in, but you should always try to be in line formation. It's always the best formation, because when you're in group, you have a 13.3 second reload time instead of 11 seconds, and you lose 3 more tickets. So you lose 3 tickets instead of 1. So that means you're just selling your team tickets. Now for the next formation is out of formation or normal formation, just like this. Sometimes you will be doing this like in a melee. Most likely you're going to be in this position, this formation. Just if you can, try to stay in group if it's all chaotic. So you don't sell your team tickets. So in outer formation, you're going to be a 16-second reload time. So in a battle, you're not going to be reloading if you're in outer formation.